Yo, 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 yo. What's up, my people? Good afternoon. Happy Sunday to all y'all out there. Hope everybody's feeling blessed, appreciated, and thankful today. It is the first of March, which means it's the first of the month, and we rocking on this Sunday, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I know y'all expect to see me early, but of course, we here now. But peace to all y'all. All my travelers, all my people moving around, people who are going to church or coming out of church, um, going to work, coming off work, or if you're just sitting in your house relaxing on this beautiful day. Peace to all y'all. Peace and blessings to every single last one of y'all. The key is always to be safe, um, to make sure that everybody is aware of what's around them, and to make sure that people that are around you or the people that you're around knows that and understand that safety always comes first. And I know we have to always start it off, by thanking the big fella upstairs, our Lord and Savior, for even allowing us to been able to open up our eyes today and being able to be healthy and move around and do whatever it is that we need to do. If I sound a little different, it's because I got my headphones on, y'all. So, with that being said, oh, and also make sure as you're coming in, you smash the like button on your way in and on your way out, and remind the people that this is one of the most beautiful places to come to on YouTube, as far as um, a place to come where we speak our mind and we don't sugarcoat anything. All right. Of course, as always, I always get into the boxing talk. Gonna get into a little bit of that, but I also want to also tell people that for now, I will be welcoming y'all to No Duck Zone Studios. So be prepared to hear that when you guys come in, as we get ready to do a few new things for the new year. We're going to be doing that, welcoming people into No Duck Zone Studios, which means we're going to be fixing. You're going to see some new things around. Just give it a little more time. But when I invite you guys in, or as you guys come in, that's what I'll be welcoming you to No Duck Zone Studios. So once we get that out the way, we'll go from there. All right, y'all. So let's get this going. All right. So for my newcomers, my regulars, everyone, welcome to the No Duck Zone podcast. Let's go. I'm gonna take these headphones out, y'all. They feel a little too muffled for me. Maybe it's just me, but I'm gonna take them out. But all right, let's who's there? Beautiful. What's up? D Love, what up? Got my ladies in here, man. What's up, y'all? I just realized at my barbecue of all the people that I invited, as far as the ladies, and I can say this because I have a wife, and I never do anything, no funny style type shit, right? So it's nothing wrong with complimenting somebody. But I had to realize, I was like, I don't have no ugly women coming to my cookout. I noticed that. There's no ugly women. Not to say it's supposed to be, but I realized there's no ugly women coming to the cookout. So some of y'all are so damn pretty, man. It's gonna be two. I'm sorry, it's gonna be two of y'all that can't come. I made this clear on Vacay Bay's live earlier. It's gonna be two of y'all. I got to scratch off the list. I am sorry, y'all. I'm sorry, and I apologize. I didn't realize that until I actually had to look at some of y'all and go, "Holy shit! I got some of the baddest women on YouTube coming to the cookout." I mean, y'all are bad. You look at some of these other women that be crashing out on these channels, and I look at some of them and I go, "Oh Lord, Yeah, I definitely have that, D Love. Yeah, I would never do that. But I had to realize I have some bad ass women that's pulling up. Bad. I mean, super bad. I mean, Michael Jackson bad. I mean, Usher bad. I mean, Joe Jackson bad. Damn it. Oof, man. I don't know what we gonna do the 15th of August. This is gonna be a little hotter than it's supposed to be, but it's all good. Shout outs to y'all, yo. Shout outs to the ladies. So yeah, it's real bad. So last night, um, all the action that was on last night, I kind of missed some of it, so I didn't get to see all the boxing. I only got to catch what I can catch, and usually when I don't see it all, I can't report it all. But I can't report what I saw. I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm very happy with where we're at in boxing. Yes, there's a few things that need to be cleaned up in the sport, but I'm very happy with what I see in boxing. Um, Last night was crazy. That card that was on the zone, amazing. Shouts to Eddie Hearn. People don't want to give him his props. People try to say if it wasn't for Turkey, he wouldn't be this. I don't want to hear that shit because if you take Turkey out the picture, regardless of what how you feel, Eddie still does a great job compared to what all these other guys do. And I didn't realize that he until he said last night, putting on 30 shows. I believe he said 30 shows a year. That's bananas. Who is putting on 30 shows a year right now? Stop me when I'm wrong. So a lot of people don't want to give him his credit because they dislike him for whatever reason, or one minute they want to praise him, and the next minute they want to down talk him. Man, some of y'all be lost and confused. Y'all don't know what y'all want to, but it is what it is. But I'm very happy. Shout out to Neverete. Um, yeah, yeah, yeah. Of course, D Love. People that don't give Eddie Hearn that. Right now, Eddie Hearn's busting his ass. Now, don't get me wrong. Turkey did make a lot of things possible to happen, but it doesn't. If Turkey decides that this year is his last year in boxing, does that mean Eddie Hearn does walks away? You know what I mean? I think he's great. He's great. You know what I mean? So, but people are gonna see what they see. A lot of people watch boxing, but they don't watch it. If you get what I mean. Um, People don't pay attention to when somebody's great or when they're doing something great. But shout out to Navarrete, Emilio Vargas, man. Shout outs to him. Jesus Christ. What I saw last night, was crazy. So in the Emilio Vargas card, that dude that he fought, I don't know nothing about him. Tough character. I'm looking to see him again, but he didn't want the fight stopped. As you can see, he didn't like the fight being stopped. They picked their favorite because they're popular over skilled. Yeah, that's all it is, D Love. Until they're no longer popular and over skilled. When they're not popular and over skilled no more, they're looking for the new fighter to move on to. This is what these people do. There's only a small portion of real fans in boxing. Some of these people are just bandwagons, pickle pullers, as my man BVO would say. What I saw last night, though, with that guy not wanting to quit, but him damn near having his eyes shut. Um, some people didn't agree with the stoppage. They said he could have came out for one more round. Um, Vay, what's up? What's going on, Vay? My Alabama slash Cali sister. Um, he probably could have came out for one more round, but we have to understand what the doctors look at and what they see. And sometimes you have to save these fighters from their self because a lot of them are going to go out on their shield. And I could have said it was a premature fight because I said, yeah, he probably could have came out for one more round. But We don't need these fighters ending up blind. Them losing their vision. Taking the headshots is just enough. We don't want to see that in boxing. And yes, granted, boxing is a brutal sport where one hit can freeze you for the rest of your life. But there are some of these fighters that need to be saved from themselves. So, but shout out to the Emilio Vargas, who he's a bad boy, man. First time seeing him on the zone. He is a top ranked fighter. I believe top ranked, even though they're collaborating with, I believe, Eddie and them. They trusted him to go out there and to make them look good, and that's what Emilio did. And I'm definitely looking to see him, man. Emilio's something different, man. Good kid. Um, and can't wait till he gets that one fight where he can really get tested. I mean, last night was a test for him, but he definitely boxed the guy's ears off. And you feel that way. Yeah, some people they like it to be brutal. Um, you know, sometimes the corner needs to know how to save these guys. Um, because there's just some guys in there that everybody go subscribe to my brother D Hall, the people. Shout out to D Hall, the People Show, man. D Hall, what's up, brother? I ain't forget about you. I ain't get to go over there, and see you in a minute, man. I'll be busy usually on these Sundays, man. But I'm gonna definitely get up with you. But make sure y'all go subscribe to D Hall and the People Show. Sometimes these corners have to know when to throw in the towel. Sometimes the referee, because remember, there's only four ways a fight could get stopped. Okay, in case anybody don't know, there's only four ways a fight gets stopped. The referee stops it, the doctor stops it, the corner stops it, or the fighter quits. Do y'all realize that? There's only four ways. I just gave you four ways of how a fight could actually get stopped. The family member can't stop it. Your homies can't stop it. This is not wrestling where somebody comes in with a chair and hits the other fighter and there's a disqualification. It's none of that. Oh, excuse me, there's a fifth way. Well, a fighter could get disqualified, DQ'd. But those main four that I gave you is how a fight could get stopped. Just in case y'all didn't know that. Everybody alive say, I knew that. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Because a lot of you don't know that. That those are the four main reasons why a fight could get stopped. And I feel like there's some times where these, no matter how much a fighter got left in him, sometimes you have to save a fighter from himself. Because for a lot of these fighters, there's no quitting them. Yeah. Well, I'm talking about far as yeah, yep, it's all good. I've been busy as well. Yeah. So yeah, so it's sometimes these fighters have to be. There's nothing wrong with but in the case of Emilio's fight, I felt like the kid could have came out one more time. His energy might have felt like that, but his face said something else. And between that fight and the Navarrete fight, um, I've seen guys get their eyes closed, and once your eyes get closed, and the doctor has to try to like open it up, or we barely can see your eyeball. We go from seeing your eyeball to not seeing your eye. That already takes a little minute for all that to heal. When these guys leave and they go back to the dressing room and the doctor looks at them, you think these guys are just getting a band-aid on their eye and they going home? They have to go to the hospital. sit in the hospital for God knows how long. I mean, nobody wants to do that after a fight. You want to go shower, you want to go home, but it doesn't work like that. So now they have to do all that, and then finally they have to go home and wake up in the morning and look in the mirror and look like that, which that's pretty hard because you have kids, and when they look up, it's like, oh, some don't understand. It's like, oh my God, what happened to Daddy? He got beat up. Oh my God, Daddy got jumped. Can you imagine how many of these kids go to school and their parents get made fun of? Oh, your daddy got his ass whooped on TV. You know what I mean? It's a lot of shit that comes with that. Yeah, D Hall, definitely drop that link. Everybody go subscribe to my brother D Hall and the People's Show. But when I saw all those great Mexicans, it was like a great Mexican show. It was great. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. Uh, yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, D Love, that happens. That happens, but people don't care about that because they go, wait, that ain't got nothing to do with me watching boxing. That's their problem. People are just boxing fans to be fans. Right now, besides watching basketball or watching baseball or being a football fan, there's nothing else to be a part of. It's nothing else to be a part of. That's why I understand it a little better. Or I try to understand it a little better, excuse me, than other people do because it's deeper than boxing. So when I see fights get stopped prematurely, then I go, oh, come on, what are you doing? But then I start looking at how if a guy is not in there doing enough or his face says something else and the referee just so happened to stop it, I can't be too mad. Even if I think the guy had one more round in him, I can't be too upset with that. I got to look at it from what they're looking at. Yeah, imagine waking up to your man who's a pumpkin head. Yeah, yeah. Or even the ladies that go home, rather if they got wives or rather if they got boyfriends or husbands, it's the same thing with the ladies. Because the ladies, man, there's been some ladies in some fights where shit, man. That's why I say we have to support women's boxing a little more than what we're doing. We got to support it. And right now we have Eddie Hearn who has a lot of women. We have Jake Paul who has a lot of women. Um, there's a lot of women out there on other promotional companies that we probably never heard of, but they're out there. And that's why I said we have to give these women their just due. We have to give them that. Um, but yeah, just imagine that. Even when you look at MMA fighters is worse with them because in boxing you just using your hands. MMA fighters they're kicking you in the side of your head, your face. You get choked out. You're getting hit with elbows. That's why MMA people should be the most rich combat people in combat sports. They should be wealthy. You can tell they're not because that's why a lot of them are crossing over to boxing. It's uh it's crazy. But shout outs to that other card that was on Jesus Christ. I think it was on Prime. I think it was on Prime. But shout outs to everybody that was over there on that one. And shout outs to my brothers last night in Long Island at the Paramount who went and did their thing. Shout out to Jahad Tucker and my man Pete Latour, aka Voodoo. Wish I could have been there for that. Should have been there for that. But shout outs to them. They got their W in Long Island, New York. Next time both of them are in there, I definitely need to be there for that. Yeah, taking so many fights. Yeah, D Love, they take so many fights in MMA. It's crazy. It's a lot. So, um, I try not to be caught up in just being a fan of boxing. I also try to be understanding and go, okay, this fight need to be stopped. Oh damn, he could have went one more round. Because you don't know, one more hit could damage the eye. You know, for as long as these guys have been boxing, some of them, some who got in late, some who got in early, don't it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you started early or late. Some people say if you started late, um, you won't be damaged so bad because you never really took no real abuse. But what I realized is that you don't have to be in a long time to take abuse. You could be boxing for 5 years and your career could be over before it even began. Because soon as people learn the sweet science of boxing and they start learning the footwork and the shadow boxing and how to fight off the back foot and this and that, when they start learning certain things, all of a sudden now they want to become undefeated in sparring. So now they're looking to come to the gym and spar every day. They look to come spar every day. And the most damage that's being done in boxing is not so much in real fights, it's in sparring. Yeah, D Love. Yeah, yeah. The most damage that's being done is in sparring. But of course, nobody wants to hear that. Can't nobody relate to that because ain't none of y'all asses been in the gym. The only thing y'all care about is somebody getting their head beat the hell in. And don't get me wrong, I love to see a good bloody fight when the guys are equal. I mean, to see one guy beat the hell out of another guy, it's like, okay, woo. But then there's sometimes where it go, okay, it's time to maybe step in and throw a towel in. Sometimes it's time for the ref to say, okay, that's it. Sometimes it's for your corner to sit there and stop thinking, okay, because he's swinging back or he looks like he's still in the fight, let's not stop it. Sometimes you have to save your fighter from himself because if you really cared about him, that's what you will do. And if he's going to fire you and dismiss you for caring for him, then maybe that was a team you should have never been a part of in the beginning. Yeah, D Love. Because if you're going to fire me because I saved your life, because I wanted you to be able to fight another day, then this is where I shouldn't be. Maybe this is where I shouldn't be. So, when I see stuff like that, and like I've said, we've seen fights where premature was stopped, and we go, "What the hell you stopped it for?" That bothers me. But when I see a guy that even though he's looking like he has something left in him, but his face is saying something else, we got to save this guy. We got to save him. And another thing that bothers me that I always brought up was these scorecards. But other than that, those are going to be what it's going to be. But when there's a guy out there who he's not going to save himself because he wants to go out on his shield, y'all have to remember when y'all say go out on your shield, how many people have literally went out on their shield, which means they have died. They have died, literally, in the ring, on the way to the hospital, in the hospital. So, when I see that, like I said, there's a difference between something being stopped premature and you may be saying, okay, he's had enough. She's had enough. This is where you guys will be able to fight another day. Um, Boxing is so brutal where the more money you make, the more money you spend. And I don't mean on material things. I don't mean just taking care of your family, paying your mortgage, but what you see these sanction fees, right? Fighting, everybody's fighting for the bigger bag, choosing certain opponents in certain weight classes because they know, okay, there's a guy up there that I could get the bigger bag from if this fight could get made. Hell, and if America won't give it to me, I'll go to Turkey Al Sheikh, which is cool. But sometimes you put yourself in the predicament where you were never even ready for this. And you might find yourself being one of those guys in the corner that being that you put your foot in your mouth. So no matter how bad you're getting beat up, you want to go out on your shield because you already had it in your mind or you already done told the public what you think you can do or what you know you can do. So now you want to go out, try to go out on your shield to prove them wrong. But then there's times you need to be saved. Because 10 years, 20 years from now, um, all you got to do is look at some of these guys in their speech. You ever notice how guys, if you notice a guy went from talking a little fast to slowing down, and then from slowing down to you not understanding what they saying, where do you think that comes from? It doesn't just come from them getting older. Just listen to them. Listen to them when they speak. Some of them. You got some from the past who they still got the same speech that they had, and you go, okay, he's done good in his career. He still sounds the way he did in the 90s and 80s. And then you got others that you can't understand what the hell they are saying. And it's sad because a lot of these guys, I would love for them to be judges. I would love for them to be commentators, but they can't be neither one because you can't understand what they're saying, and half of their vision is not that good. It's not that good. And I would love for these guys to get jobs because these are the ones that we doing charity events for, that they're not living the way everybody think that they're living. It's crazy. But shout outs to Matchroom, man. Shout outs to the Zone. Great fights last night. There was one that came on earlier yesterday, 2:30 in the afternoon. Went back and watched like two of those. Didn't get to see the whole card because by the time I wanted to, I had to get ready for the Emmanuel. Excuse me, not the Emmanuel. Navarrete. I had to get ready for that. So that fight was coming up. So I had to get ready, But I'm gonna go back to that one to probably watch it. Elijah Pierce fought last night too. I don't know if he got the W, but that was a pretty impressive card he was on. Uh, Bryson Miller was on that card. I'm familiar with him, seen him fight. Um, I believe that was on Prime. So there was a lot of boxing yesterday. There was no excuse for anybody to be sitting around talking about a Tank Devin Shakur or whatever that, and all the boxing that was going on yesterday. But I know that's what some of y'all are doing because y'all have nothing else better to do. So there was what, three fight cards yesterday? Three fight cards. Not one, but three. And I believe this week coming up, I believe there's some more action. Mike, what's up? So I believe we got some action this week. I know we got a lot. We got some amateur boxing this week. We got some amateur fights this week. This Saturday, March 7th, John's Gym, Ringmasters Road to the Garden. Support these amateurs, y'all. Let me tell you something. Y'all can pickle pull all these new fighters that y'all looking at today. But let me tell you something. Like I told you before, when they're done, you're looking for the next superstar. Check amateur boxing. Check these amateurs. I'm telling you, you won't regret it. Check them. I don't care what state you live in, what county you live in, what city you live in. Check these amateurs, male and females. Eric Jordan, what's up, my brother? Check them. Speaking of amateur boxing, I want to bring something up that disturbed me that I saw yesterday. There was a fight that had a brawl that broke out at an amateur show. I don't know which state they were in, but I'm gonna go back and look at it. I got a message for that because I've seen this happen before, and I think it was in Ohio somewhere. It was somewhere in one of those Midwest cities where I seen this, and it was on Instagram. The same rules that apply for professional boxing is gonna go for amateurs too, right? But there's certain things you can't stop from happening at a pro show. Sometimes there's alcohol, there's beer involved. People that smoke their marijuana. Some people think they fighters and they not. What disgusts me is that we don't need that happening at amateur shows. We have the young youth there. We have some teenagers there, and we don't need that. We got to start upping security. Then that's what we got to do. We can't have that type of garbage at amateur fights. When amateur fights happen, it should be both coaches and both families of the fighters. Everybody coming in one picture together. I know it's not a kumbaya because it's competition, but it's amateurs. It's amateur boxing. I mean, what are we talking about? You parents, stop trying to be tough. The families, stop trying to be tough. The friends, stop trying to be tough. You are there for the fighter. The fighter lose, y'all can't take it. Now y'all ready to fight. Y'all ready to fight the judges. You ready to fight the referees. You ready to beat the other family up. I don't understand that. And I've witnessed that at shows with my own eyes. That is ridiculous. If y'all can't control yourself, then maybe you should stay home because some of you come to these fights with the intention of, I'm coming to fight. You're not a fighter. Yeah, we'll definitely show respect. At the end, everybody's supposed to come together to take a picture. A picture. Not coming up there to do something to each other. That is just super ridiculous to see that. And that disgusts me. Fighters, don't you realize if you're fighting, you'll be suspended? What does that do for you? You're an amateur. What does it do for you? You guys are already not getting paid for what you do. Why is it worth it? If you got family members that can't control themselves, then maybe you shouldn't even tell them that you're fighting. Maybe you shouldn't even invite them out. I know everybody wants that support, but you don't need that kind of support. Because of your family, you might not get a fight again. Don't think that can't happen. Well, I wasn't the one fighting. It doesn't matter. Hell, your coach can do something and it might put you in jeopardy. So maybe that's something that y'all got to start thinking about. Can't control family. You know, I know you can't control everybody, but if you if you're not having the right people at your show, then you might as well have no people. It's just something to think about. Smash that like button, y'all. Let's get these likes up. Let's get them up to 900 too, as far as subscribers. I appreciate the 862, but let's push a little further now. Let's get that up there now to 900. Push that word out. Let's get that word out. I'll be back on StreamYard on the 14th. I took about 4 days off. You'd have thought StreamYard was like, you used it all up. I'm like, how? I ain't even been on. Last time I went on was a Saturday. And then I came back on after that, and then I didn't come on again till yesterday. They be tripping. But, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. The 14th, I'm back on StreamYard. But until then, y'all know this is where I'll be. Um, so yeah, I wanted to get that out off my chest about that amateur show because that was disgusting, and it didn't make any. It didn't. It really didn't make any sense, none whatsoever. Y'all better humble yourself at these shows. If you can't do that, then keep your ass at home because your behavior is not wanted. It's not needed. It's not appreciated. The sport of boxing does not have to be chaos. Let the fighters fight. You guys are causing a big distraction when y'all start doing a little more than what you're there to do. You're there to support. You're not there for that nonsense. Now, if they told y'all that y'all couldn't come to a show and y'all were banned or no family was allowed, y'all be ready to have a pissy fit and curse and how you gonna do that? Just because you spend your money to get into a show that does not allow you to act like a a-hole. Case somebody didn't tell you, I paid to be in here. You paid to be in here to support. You didn't pay to come in here to be an a-hole. You're paying $25 or $30 or 40, whatever you pay into a show does not allow you to be an a-hole. Doesn't allow you to be an a-hole. You have no right. But if doing that is what you want to do and get yourself thrown out, then fine, get yourself thrown out then. I refuse to get thrown out at a pro show. And a pro show costs way more than an amateur show. I'm not taking no chances. You kidding me? Why? Because I felt some kind of way because the referee cheated, the judges cheated, my daughter won, my son won, my nephew won, and my niece won. Well, be mad at the judges. Maybe if your baby would have did more, they probably would have won. But we already know, just like professional boxing, these amateur judges and hey, they see what they see. They see what they see. You can get mad at them all they want. That's why, like my man said last night, I know I can't leave nothing in the judge's hands. If there's one rule in boxing, you know not to leave nothing in the judge's hands. D Free, what's up, my guy?
What's going on?
You been a busy man all day, man. I was like, Free either sleep or he busting moves. He making money moves.
Nah, I was on T Live for a little while, but nah, I wasn't really doing anything today. We getting the house packed up, getting ready to move out. We move next month, so we've been doing a little bit of packing, and then
Okay,
I made
congratulations on that.
yeah, appreciate it. And then I made a red velvet cake today, so I'm on the way to the grocery store to get dinner. So
Oh
I've
man,
been
I
chilling.
would love. I would. You know what? I appreciate you. I would. I would be very thankful if you bring that up here on the 15th of August. I appreciate you. You are a damn good friend. I appreciate you, Free. Thank you.
I
Thank
I
you.
I say I send you a piece. I think they go by the weight of the package, so
You're
your
not about
piece
to do that, free. Free,
your
free, free.
piece
You're
only
not
gonna
about to do that. You're not about to do that. You're free. That's crazy. That is crazy. You're not about to do that.
it probably won't cost me anything for the size of piece that I'm sending you.
You the type that if you could, you'll send me one big ass piece so I wouldn't have to ask for no more. Man, get the hell out of here, free.
No,
Get out of here.
I'm gonna send you a piece, and you're gonna be like, man, you shouldn't even waste your goddamn your damn stamp on this shit.
Yo, that's crazy. That's crazy knowing that you would even do that. That's
What's going on,
crazy,
man?
man. So free. Yeah,
Yeah,
congratulations on that. I'm happy to hear when especially our brothers are doing that. That's a beautiful thing. That's what some of you fighters need to do. Go get y'all a house. It doesn't have to be expensive one.
oh no, we
It
ain't
don't-
moving to no house. Wifey don't want no house. She said since it's just gonna be me and her, she was like, we can stay
all,
in
all,
an
fi-
apartment.
hey, all fighters, depends on what type of family you got fighters. There's nothing wrong with going to get a nice apartment. You
And
if
so we
don't try to
going
go get something y'all can't afford. Cause I be feeling like people do that free. I be feeling like people go get shit and be thinking they can afford it. And it's like, this is not affordable, but because you got in your mind, I'm a star now. And it's like, bro, okay. You're gonna
yeah,
be
I
a
think
star that's gonna be homeless.
we moving into we getting a condo. So she was like, since we ain't going, it's just gonna be me and her. We should like we don't need to get no house. We could just get a condo. So
Okay,
I was like,
I ain't mad at her. I ain't mad at her. That's a. But I want to say fighters, athletes, period. Think smart with your money. Go get something affordable and don't go get something just cause you know what I'm saying? You can always
yeah,
upgrade later on in life when you can afford to do it. Don't be such in a rush to go get, yo, I gotta go get this 8 bedroom house with 6 bathrooms, 10 bathrooms. Hell no. You know damn well you can't afford that. Chill out. Relax.
yeah.
All that'll come later. That'll come later in life.
Yeah, I'm gonna use the extra money that we saving on mortgage to travel. That's what we're gonna use that
Okay.
extra money for.
Yeah, yeah. Ain't nobody doing all that, bro. Free. Last
Yo,
night, man, it was an okay day yesterday in boxing. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
hey,
It was pretty dope yesterday. I want you
I
to
bet
tell me what happened with Elijah Pierce. I didn't see that card. I missed that like an idiot.
Elijah bit off more than he could chew. He got stopped in the second round.
You
That
shut your
man,
mouth now, free.
that man, he got his head peeled back to the muffin
You
cap blue.
serious?
Yeah, that
Who
man
the
got
hell
stopped
was
in the second round. No,
who the hell was
the
his
man.
opponent?
I'm gonna tell you exactly what it looked like. I'm gonna tell you exactly what it looked like. Tommy Morrison, Ray Mercer, sixth round. That's exactly what it looked like. That man got beat all the way down to the mat in the corner of the.
No.
He got beat all the way down to the mat. The man never. The man he got beat up in his own corner.
No, stop playing with me, free.
I ain't joking. I ain't
In
joking
the
at all.
second wait a minute, who the hell? Wait a minute. Not that it matters, but who was his opponent? I probably never even heard of homie.
He would no. If you don't pay attention to a lot of these Latino fighters, you probably would have never heard of him. But he's a tough guy, and this was a step up for Elijah Pierce, and
Sound
he
like to
took
me it was a step. It sound like to me it was a step down.
yeah he took a step back, and or he should have took a step back because he got beat all the way down to the mat.
Damn, even D Hall said it. Yeah, he got he got beat badly. Damn.
Yeah, it looked like Ray Mercer, Tommy Morrison. He got beat all the way to the mat.
No,
He- no,
not when
and
Tommy
then
was in the corner.
but then when he got up, he looked like Zab Judah. The nigga was falling all over the ring trying to stand up. That nigga fell on his face, got up,
Oh, he had
fell
the
again.
He had the Roman noodles. Shut
Oh
up,
my
Free.
God, the joint was funny as hell because he tried to stand up. That nigga fell on his
Shut up,
face.
Free.
I was like, oh no, just stay down, nigga, stay down.
Free, you ain't you. You know what? Something wrong with you, bro.
I'm
Something
just
wrong
saying
with
that's what
you.
I mean. As D Hall, he tell you, he looked like Ray. He looked like Ray Mercer and Tommy Morrison. Then it looked like Costa Zoo versus Zab Judah. It was a combination of both of those fight in one fight.
Jesus, Lord have mercy.
Hey,
Oh well.
that's
Besides that, how was the rest of the card?
exactly how I said it was going to go. Y'all better pay attention. It went exactly how I said
My
it was
man,
going
my
to
man, my man, my man Miller was on there. My man Bryce Miller was on there, man. Bryson Miller, man, white dude, little low haircut, man. That's my dude right there, man. I wanted to see it because I knew he was on that card, man, and I'm
I
mad.
didn't.
I
No,
was,
I didn't get a chance to watch that card because it was a Manny Pacquiao promotion, and I couldn't find out where it was shown at. And by the time I did find out, all the fights was over. So I got
oh
a chance
man,
to go look at the replay. Somebody had posted the Molten fight and posted the Elijah Pierce fight. So I
yeah, I
went to
got
go
to
look at
see.
both of
I
those.
think I got the glance at his um when they put it up, and I was like, that boy, right there, boy, Jesus. Yeah, free is stupid. That's free for you, man. Yeah, he did get beat. He tried to get up, and then he had the crazy legs.
I'm trying to tell y'all. I think I don't
Damn,
be lying. I be telling the truth. It just sounds funny
damn,
when I say that, but I be telling the truth.
damn.
But the Neverati Nunez fight, that card, it went exactly how I said it was gonna go. I said
Woo!
Smalls is he's gonna be in there with a tough guy. And everybody was like, "Oh, I got Smalls knocking him out." I was like, "Smalls not knocking this dude out." Abel Ramos is a tough dude. He only been knocked out once out of his 6 losses. He only got stopped
And
once.
hey, that man was tearing that body up. I said, God, dog.
I, I was like, I don't know, Smalls. I said I would say Smalls might win, but he
Yeah, the
definitely
white
not
dude.
knocking him out. He definitely not knocking him out.
Yo, when that man got hit in the mouth and he started spitting the blood out, literally, I was like,
Yeah,
yeah, it's quiet.
yeah.
It's quiet.
I want me some nice money yesterday on my bets that I made. Want me some nice money because those fights went exactly how I said it was gonna go. The daggone who was it? The I won money on the Elijah Pierce. I mean, the Elijah Pierce fight. He was fighting Lorenz Par Par Para something like
Yeah.
that. I won money on that fight. I won money on the Neverati Nunez fight, and I won money on. It was another fight that I had betted on. Oh, the Emilion Vargas.
Hey,
The Emilion Vargas.
That damn Emilio boy. Woo! That damn Emilio boy.
He ain't ready for the top level, dog. He ain't ready.
That damn
They they
Emilio.
they stopped the fight because of dude's eye, but dude was pissed off. He was ready. He
Man,
was
that
ready to
man
go.
was 30. That man was 38. I
Uh,
said, oh, he one of those fighters. You'll have to hurt him in real life. You'll really have to
yeah,
hurt him. Because usually when it's like that, guys will just take it that, all right, the fight was stopped. I'm not going to argue. That man looked like he was ready to go a couple more rounds. I said, yeah, that's a dude. You got to hurt him in real life.
yeah. But Nunez, I told y'all daggone Nunez was a better version of Oscar Valdez, and he couldn't do nothing with Neverati. He landed some good body shots here and there, landed a couple of nice head shots, but Neverati was catching that dude with
He said
everything.
Mills called out one of the Vargas brothers. Well, which one did he call out? Hmm. That's interesting. I wonder which one did he call out. Did he call Emilio? Oh, is he in the same weight as? Damn, I don't even know what weight Mills fight at now. I
Yeah,
ain't seen. Oh,
Mills who? Mills who?
The dude who fought, who I actually did you see fight last night? He was on the card
Oh,
with Elijah
he probably
Pierce.
he probably called out Armando.
Okay, because I don't even know where he's. You said you can't remember or which one he called out. I don't even know what weight Mills is at. I ain't seen the dude fight since I went to the Florida Hall of Fame, and then no matter of fact, he fought upstate in New York. That's probably the last time I saw him fight. And that was a minute ago.
He probably called out Armando because I doubt if he called out Fernando Vargas Jr.
Nah, nah, I doubt that too.
because Fernando Vargas Jr. fight at like 154, 147,
Yeah, and I
somewhere
don't
around
know when Mills fight. I don't know if Mills what would he. I have to look him up. That's how I know. I'll look him up.
there. Yeah, but
Shouts to. Yeah, it was a
but
great.
yeah, no,
It was a lot of cards were getting their eyes shut. I tell you that shit. I said, what was it? It was an eye shutter last night. Everybody getting their damn
yeah,
eyes shut.
it was a good card though. It was a dude that I saw fight on Pro Box Friday. Um, he's 21 years old. That dude is a problem. I think he fights at. I want to say he fights at 140. It might be 147.
Uh,
I think it's
uh,
140 or 147. But he's 21 years old. Dude got some good boxing ability. He got some nice power. I mean, he still has some holes here and there that he has to take care of. But yeah, he gonna be a problem. I saw him fight on Pro Box Friday. I forgot his name. His name is uh Amador. Amador. I think his name. Last name is
uh, yeah, it's a lot of these young lions that's about to be a headache. I mean, literally a headache. That's why I be telling people why y'all be stuck on these same fighters. You better pay attention to these up and comers. Pay attention to them. Pay attention to them. He called out Emilio. That's the one. Oh, he called out Emilio.
Oh, he
Oh
fight at
shit.
140. He fights at 140.
Oh shit down. Oh shit free. What do we
Emilio
do
said
about
he wants
this?
he want to. Emilio said he wants to go for a championship. I guess the only person I can see that he probably can beat is probably Richardson Hitchens. I don't think he's not messing with no Antoine. He's not messing with Shakur.
I think that'd be cool. I think him and Richardson would be cool. That'd be a shit talking press conference. I don't have a problem with it. But I think well, I know right now Richardson's supposed to have a date. Supposed to. Which means I don't know if it's official. Whoever this next guy is supposed to.
Oh no, it's
So
official. It's
it's
official.
official. It's official.
Yeah, it's official. It's just a matter of can Richardson make the weight because it's mandated. He's the mandatory. It's mandated.
Well, the
So it's
one
just
thing
a
I
matter
always
of
say with this, right? The one thing I always believe in is don't you can't accept a weight that doesn't want you anymore. That's my thing. If the weight don't want you no more, don't play with it. How many fighters that went out here literally got hurt playing with their weight, or they done made themselves weight drained or look like a damn skeleton, man. I always go back to the Devin Haney and Lomachenko. When I had to look at Devin and see how he looked on that scale, I said at 35, probably should have been at 40 then, my man. He looked wild crazy.
he was supposed
Like,
to be at 40. Actually, Devin Haney was supposed to be at 140 pounds when he fought Cambosis. At that
yeah,
time he's just started draining himself. It didn't get that bad until he fought Loma. But even if you go back and look at when he fought Cambosis, when Devin Haney got on the scale, he was looking small and frail. By the time he
yeah,
came to the weight, I mean to the fight, he looked much better. But when he was getting on the scale, he was looking small and frail. So he was supposed to be fighting at 140 at that time. That's why when he got to 40, he only had one fight, and his body was, I mean, well, technically two fights, but his body was like, hey, you can't make this no more. You were supposed to be here a couple of years ago. Now it's too late. You can't make it here no more.
Yeah. Um, I don't want to say people, assume people are playing with their weight, but I think before the world knows that, hey, I can't make this weight no more. You gotta know it. What I think it is that you either try to make it and you see you can't, because it's not like they finding out the day of the weigh-in that, oh, I didn't make it. Man, they know that shit before they get on that scale. It ain't no way in hell. I woke up this morning and found out I didn't make weight. Man, they know what it is already. They know what it is. That's why when Shakur didn't make that weight, what was it, 130? What was it, 130 at the time? You see, he didn't put no argument up about it. It was just like, yeah, I ain't make the weight. Okay, I can't make it. You know what I'm saying? Some people know what it is already. That's why they don't have attitudes. It's like, yo, look, I can't make it no more. If you know you can't make a weight, it's no need of putting up a front. You can't play with a weight that, like I said, that doesn't want you anymore. Because even though these guys don't get tall, they're not gonna grow far as height. They're gonna grow far as body wise. Body wise. And it doesn't matter what weight you are at. Because heavyweights, they can go do whatever they want. That's the fun thing about heavyweights. Heavyweights can go do whatever the fuck they want to do. Heavyweight could be 235 right now, and homie can step on the scale and be freaking 260. And people go talk about his weight, but guess what? It is what it is. But now, if you fighting at 160 and you just so happen to step on the scale and mind blowing free, that shit just happens to say 172, and we like, what the fuck? 172? What the hell was you doing?
Yeah.
What was you doing? like when Khalil Cole stepped on the scale and he was 8 pounds over, we was like, yo, come on, hey, Khalil, come on now, my man. You know what I'm saying? Free. What was you doing? 8 pounds? What was you doing, baby? Come on now.
Right.
Jesus, guys. That was still mind blowing.
Yeah.
But
Some of them be pushing it to the limit.
yeah. Or pushing it to the buffet. Shit. Shit. They be pushing it to the buffet, man. What they doing? Like, damn. I said 8 pounds. Jesus Christ. And Khalil Cole ain't he's no little guy in real life anyway.
Right.
So he's no little guy. Because even when I met him at the time, I think when Palenga had just got with Eddie, I had met him. And when I met him, I said, well, damn. I said, this is a big dude, especially in height. So I'm like, yeah, you know what I mean? But yeah, they be knowing already that they didn't make weight, man. It ain't no secret. It's no secret. We just hope to see Africa back in there. We hope to see a lot of these guys back in there because so far for these first 2 months, it's been great. For these first 2 months, it's been great in boxing. January and February has been all right. March looked like it's going to be even better, especially the 28th of this month, free, because not only you have Fedora and Thurman, you know what I'm saying? You got Jermaine Franklin and Oh Boy. So it's a lot. She said, not the buffet, Clarence. Yeah, D Love, the buffet. I'm telling you, man, it's the buffet. Y'all talk about me going to the damn buffet. Shit, I ain't gotta fight. I ain't gotta fight. Unless I'm defending myself. I ain't gotta fight. These dudes be like it's and granted, I know a lot of them in real life, they would love to eat the way they want to, but they know they have to be healthy.
Right.
I know for sure these dudes want to eat the way they want to because they already have to make sacrifices for weeks. to not eat all the stuff they really want to eat and the stuff that's being served to them. They like, man, but I have to be professional. Don't think for one second because it's not on camera that some of these guys are not at McDonald's getting a McDonald meal. Don't think they're not doing it. Don't think for one second. Emilio just did a video. Did you see that video Emilio did? Free?
The one with him and his father?
Where he had like a whole bunch of McDonald's on the damn table. And I'm
Oh
like,
no.
I said, what the fuck is that?
No, I didn't see that.
It was cheeseburgers, french fries, nuggets. The whole damn table was McDonald out.
Hey,
I said,
I mean,
Jesus
uh,
Christ.
these guys, I mean, they take it for a joke until they get in there and they realize, hey, I should have been a little more careful.
What do you think is the hardest? Do you think, from what I said, is maybe one of the hardest things for them is to maintain their weight because a lot of them just they want to eat the way they want to eat, or they just dealing with a weight that can't accept them anymore.
I think a lot of them it's is discipline
Yeah,
because Floyd Mayweather never had a problem with what he ate. Um, Mr. Gary Russell never had a problem with what he can eat. I think it's more so discipline because a lot of these guys, when they're not fighting, they out partying and they not living a fighter's lifestyle. Um, you got to understand, even though you're not fighting, you still you still need to be in shape and be training and keeping your weight under control because this is your career. It's like a full-time job. Even though
yeah,
your supervisor's not standing over top of you, doesn't mean that you're not supposed to do your work. That doesn't mean you stop working because your supervisor ain't over top of you. You still supposed to work.
yeah, yeah,
That's the same thing when it comes to these fighters. They because they don't have a fight coming up, they think, oh, well, I can go out and party now. I ain't got no fight coming up. My fight ain't till 6 months from now, or whenever, we haven't even talked to nobody about making a fight.
yeah,
So a lot
yeah,
of these guys are not disciplined enough to stay ready.
yeah. Which is crazy to me. Yeah, we have to be more responsible. We have to take accountability. Um, because then once it gets out to the public, I see a lot of fighters get frustrated where they go, well, I just can't make the weight no more. What y'all want me to do? And it's
Yeah,
like, well, I understand that, but you knew that before we did.
right. Mhm.
So why play this game of I can still make the weight, or I'm going to act like I can still make it. I'm going to still call this guy out. I'm going to still take this fight. I'm going to do all this extra stuff, knowing that once I step on that scale, it gets out to the public. Like it just doesn't make any sense. If I can't make a weight anymore free, I'm not going to sit here. I don't care how anybody feels about it. I'm not about to sit here and keep playing, y'all. I can't make 47 anymore. I don't care about y'all getting mad at me, who you wanted me to fight. I can't make it no more. I'm not about to stand on here looking like Pookie from New Jack City to please y'all.
Right.
I'm not about to do that shit. I'm not about to do that. We have literally watched guys do that. Daniel Jacobs, we watched him do it. Watched him do it. I used to look
Yes.
at Daniel step on the scale and I go, damn, Daniel look a little thin there.
And some of these guys do whatever they got to do to keep a competitive advantage. They will shrink themselves down to a smaller weight class so they can have a competitive advantage because they know when they rehydrate, they're going to be much bigger than their opponent because they shouldn't be at the weight class.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean that's I don't mean look, I understand that being a boxer is not easy. I understand that. Because from what I've been around and I've seen it. But at some point we have to take accountability on some of the things. Don't try to make the weight to prove to people that you can still make the weight, knowing you can't because people are saying, "Oh, he's just trying to get out the fight. He's being a duck." I don't give a shit about what y'all say about me. I can't make it no more. What do you want me to do?
I mean,
I'm just not,
I, li-
I'm not gonna go out of my way to please you. And my body's telling me because you don't have to go through the training, you don't have to go through the road work, you don't have to go through nothing that I go through. You can go out there and eat any kind of way you want, and I have to be careful how I eat
right,
because this is what I do for a living. When the family's going to eat at a China buffet, 9 times out of 10, I can't go
right.
because I can't. I don't need to be around all that stuff. It's not that I don't like it. I would love to eat it, but I can't right now. I got an important fight coming up in 8 weeks. I have to be ready now, and that's why I respect a lot of guys that don't have fights coming up, but they always stay ready so they don't have to get ready because they never know when they get that phone call to be a replacement. Those are the ones I like. Those are the ones I like, and I'm mad free because you know why I'm mad? Because those are the ones that never really get no opportunities like that.
Who's that?
The ones that be on standby, the ones that
Oh,
they don't have a fight coming up, but they always staying ready so they ain't got to get ready. Those are the ones that take it more serious, and they be in shape,
yeah,
but they never get that opportunity. And then here it is, you got this guy over here playing with his weight. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, I get it, but then it's like, you just got to be more professional about it. And it's we don't want to see that continue in boxing where people just and then not only that, you end up getting fined or something. Like I don't know about you, free, right? But it don't matter how much money you make it in boxing. It's not about who's the most paid fighter. It's enough to already pay for sanction fees. God darn it, I don't want to have to pay a fine because I didn't make weight.
yeah,
I don't want to have to give up unnecessary money that I don't want to have to give up if I don't have to give it up. Even for sanction fees, right? If I don't want to pay that, what do I do, free? Give up the belt, right?
but like I said, some of these guys do whatever they got to do to have a competitive advantage.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that goes for if they got to give up a couple of 100,000 or give up a meal,
That's
they'll
crazy.
do it.
That'd be crazy work to me, because I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I could be wealthy as hell, free. I'm going to cry if I got to give up
Right.
something that I didn't really have to give up. I'm gonna be like, you know what I could have did with that 100,000? You know what I could have did with that? Like Jesus Christ, I got kids. I need to start thinking about their future and opening up a banking or savings account for them. Something, you know what I mean? Like we just can't be out here throwing money in the air like we at the doggone strip club. We got to be a little more, we got to be a little more considerate and a little more thoughtful because at that point you are a professional. You are a pro. I don't want it to be where these guys wait till they get in their 30s to start being concerned with their career.
Yeah.
Because, when you're 21, 25, 26, 28, you ain't really think about that because you feel you got the whole world ahead of you. But 28 and 38 is two different ages. That's when you want to start thinking about it. Oh, I'm 35. I got to start making business decisions because I'm not 23 no more. Well, welcome to the real world. Welcome to the real world. So, yeah. And don't get me wrong. The guys that's in their 20s got to live their life. They got to have fun. They got to enjoy it because at their age, at 23, 26, and 28, there's a lot of other things they could be doing. They could be running down on people with hammers and robbing them. They could be stick up kids. They could be gang bangers. A lot of them come from these type of communities. So I'm glad that they are in the position that they're in. But let's not take advantage of it that way. Let's make sure we do right so we don't have to keep giving up unnecessary money that don't have to be given up. Why pay for I didn't make weight, so I gotta pay this fine. Nobody wants to do that. If you don't have to give up that kind of money, let's put ourselves in positions where we don't have to give that up. I'd rather take that 100,000 and then invest it into a business. Yeah, I'm a fighter, but I'm not making all the money that I need from boxing. It's great. So I need to take that 100,000 and invest it into something to open up a business, just in case one day this boxing life don't work out, because it ain't gonna work out for everybody. Oh, your favorite fighter that y'all keep drooling over and crying over and debating over and arguing over, it ain't no guaranteed his career goes another 5 years. You just never know if he wakes up and he goes, the hell of it. This is too much pressure. This is too much. I can't take it. I want out. I'm just saying. Boxing is already mental. And it can mess with your mental. Everybody might not be built for this. Only the strong survive. And even with the strong, at some point they run into a little weakness. But it happens. But shout out to all the fighters. I'm not here to talk about nobody. I'm not here to down nobody. Because y'all doing something that, hey man, a lot of people can't do. So I take my hat off to y'all. Shout outs to y'all. Shout outs to all the fights that happened last night. They were dope. Looking forward to later on this week. Like I said, my amateurs are in action. At some point, I'm gonna be back at these amateur fights going live, where y'all could be able to see what I'm seeing. Usually, I will record it, but I'm gonna try to get back in these amateur shows where I can go live and y'all could be able to see it. I have to turn my what you call it off so y'all can see it clear. Because if not, everything will be blurry. Or I have to record. Depends on how everything is. Free. We got somebody coming up this Saturday. Who we got coming up this week? Look at my man Free being a good citizen, shopping. Look at my man Free, man. And he can't do
Doing
it.
what?
I said my man doing being a good citizen, shopping, but can't give me no damn red velvet cake. That is stingy, Free. That's crazy.
Hey, I
That's
ain't say I
crazy.
couldn't. I ain't say I couldn't give it to you. I mean, I wouldn't want to send it to you. And by the time you get it, it'd be bad because it got down below the temperature that it's
But
supposed to stay at.
listen, you want to make me feel better? Just get me one when you get to New York. How about that? That'll make me feel better.
Nigga, you got a whole cookout going on. I ain't getting you no goddamn on pot roast.
You know, I'm gonna just go ahead and go on to the next conversation because I'm not dealing with Free and his shenanigans, man. I ain't got time for it. Boxing, please. Now I was asking who we got this week. Who we got this week coming up? Somebody been
This
acting.
week,
Somebody's been acting this week. I just can't think of who.
hold
Oh,
on one second.
we got Pro Box. I believe we got Pro Box Saturday. It's supposed to be coming back up. So yeah,
This week,
Pro Box.
uh,
Yeah.
yeah, Pro Box got a fight coming on next week. We got Gabrielle Friendor that's fighting next week.
Shut your mouth. That her fight is next week.
Yeah, she fighting on the 14th.
Oh, the next week, the following week. Okay, okay.
Yeah, not this weekend.
Yeah,
Next
not this
weekend.
week. Yo, they gotta start promoting her joint, man. Like, what's up with them? They've been real. I've been feeling like they've been quiet with her.
Well, I mean, they couldn't promote her like that because they going through a whole legal thing. You know, she's with Golden Boy. They going through that whole
Holy
um
crackamole!
Virgil and T.
I forgot
Yeah,
she was with them.
yeah, so they've been going through that whole Virgil situation. Um, Lester Martinez, I believe, is fighting this weekend, if I'm not mistaken, on Pro Box. I think it's
Okay,
Lester Martinez. Yeah, I think it's Lester Martinez. It might be somebody else, but for some reason, I'm thinking Lester Martinez.
okay. Well, I love when Gabrielle fights, so I'll definitely be doing something on her. I just need Baby Girl to move up, all the way up, not all the way down. I need her like the Fat Joe song. I need her to move all the way up. Got to move all the way up. That girl already about 100 and how much? How much is she?
She fighting
112?
at she, yeah, she fighting at 112 and talking about going down to 108 or 110 or something like that.
No,
I'm like, what the
ma'am.
hell you going down? You going down for you at 112. Your
That's
ass
that
is
trying
gonna
to
be it's gonna be daggone Skeletor fighting against somebody for undisputed. I might want to
shut
see
up,
no
man.
goddamn Skeletor.
He said fight somebody from undisputed.
Skeletor versus it's gonna be Skeletor versus Shira for
No,
undisputed.
he said fighting somebody from undisputed. Damn, not undisputed.
Got a
Damn. Fool.
whole skeleton in the damn ring. We're like, dog, we got a real life skeleton in the ring.
Oh man, not Skeletor though, Free. Darn it. D3
Bro,
strikes again.
my my whole I mean, no, there's no reason why you should be moving down. Even if you move up, you still bigger than everybody you gonna be fighting. You're
She
five
fighting
nine.
she fighting Eloa. She be down there with Dream.
You sitting there 5'9" fighting daggone people the same size as Clarence and like, man, I need a bigger advantage.
Yeah, I don't
Like,
understand that. Because her opponents do be like my height. They be like 5'5" or 5'6". I'd be like, damn.
man, that's what I'm saying. She 5'9".
Yeah.
And you ain't got. I mean, look at Carissa Shields. Carissa Shields not even 5'9". She like
Nope.
5'8". They say five
Yes.
nine, but Carissa Shields ain't five
No,
nine.
she's fine.
She like 5'8".
I stood to Carissa. Carissa is yeah, yeah,
Gabrielle
yeah,
Frandori is taller than Carissa Shields. Carissa's
yeah.
fighting at heavyweight.
That's a fact. And willing to go down. But that's different. See, her weight and this one weight, now I understand Carissa because it ain't much at heavyweight. You got options. You got way more options than Carissa because it's like Carissa right now. It's like who's there at heavyweight? So if she goes down to 163, 162 to say I fight Michaela Mayer, all right, that's something different. It's like it's not much here. But at your weight class, girl, you got options. You got options to move up. You got options. Move your ass up. It's matter what you who you think she's trying to avoid? Is it somebody that you is she trying to avoid somebody free? I'm not assuming, I'm just asking. Because what would drive you to want to go down?
It's nobody to avoid at that weight. The women that we know of, they all like 130 and bigger. It's nobody below 130 that I believe that can beat Gabrielle Frendor. It ain't that many people at 130. There's like one or two women that I think that give Gabrielle Frendor a real challenge.
Oh,
Other than
yeah,
that,
yeah, yeah, yeah. And for anybody who's listened to this, if you heard what I just said, because some of you idiots will go, well, Carissa Shields can do it. Y'all won't say nothing because she do it. No, you didn't hear what I just said. It ain't much going on at heavyweight. It ain't much.
it ain't. It ain't nothing going on at heavyweight. The only woman that's at heavyweight for Carissa to fight, she already beat her. She knocked her out.
Now, if
And
Carissa
that's
had four or
that's
five,
Perkins.
now if Carissa had 4 or 5 women at that class, and then she was talking about going down, I'd be like, come on, Carissa, don't do that. Go ahead and go
No,
see one of those 5 girls. But she
no,
has nothing there. Gabrielle
it's
got
only
plenty she can do. Move up.
yeah, it's only
118. They
one more
118, right?
person
They got 118. Go to 118, 125, 126, whatever the hell it is. Move up. Move up. Move all the way up, damn it. 108, your face gonna be sucked in.
there's only one more female that Carissa needs to fight, and that's Adesa Green. Everybody else,
Oh yeah, I forgot
she
about her.
not she not gonna get credit for fighting them. Like if she moves down and fight Michaela Mayer, beat Michaela Mayer, she ain't gonna get credit. They're gonna say she was much bigger than Michaela Mayer. She fight Alicia Bungana, she ain't gonna get credit. They're gonna say she was much bigger than Alicia Bungana.
Um,
She ain't getting credit for none of them. That's why
you
people say,
talking about
"Oh,
Hila?
well, she gonna fight this one." I would love to see that. Dog, she gets in there and she beat him. How much credit are you gonna give her? Do y'all
I'm not.
realize
I
Michaela May
can't.
started her career at 122?
I can't say I'll give her credit for that. I can't say
No,
I'll do it.
Michaela Mayer started her career at 122. She's at 154 right now, or 160. 154, 160. One of those. No,
Remember, the
but
little
she
person, the
not gonna.
little person, the little person who's always fighting the big person is going to always they'll get credit for taking the fight, even if they lose. But the big person be like, man, you ain't giving you no credit for that, man. Y'all motherfuckers weren't even in the weight class. I'm talking about her
I
going
keep
down
telling
to
people
weight. She's oh, you talking about Gabrielle? Who I don't know
that.
who encouraged her. Maybe that's
No,
something
ain't
she wanted
nobody.
to do.
eh,
I don't think
That's
nobody
something that
encouraged her.
that's something that she wants to do. Nobody's telling her to move down.
I don't think
She
I don't
says
think De La Hoya
uh,
or her brothers telling her that. I think that's just something she want to do.
they yeah, they asked her after the last fight. They were like, "So what's next for you? Are you gonna move up to the next weight class?" She like, I might move down." I'm like, "Might move down? What the hell are you talking about?
Well, she must be
Might
talking about
move down?"
moving. Was she talking about moving down south? Oh, she talking about moving down south.
She can't move too much further down south. They already live in daggone Texas.
Oh, freezer.
Where's she gonna move to Mexico?
You freezer.
I'm just saying. I already live in Texas. What are they gonna do? Move
Freezer.
to Mexico?
Freezer. You freezer. You freezer dummy, B. You a
And I,
dummy.
and I, and I think she stay in San Antonio, which is probably the furthest south you can get. That's the only other
You
big
say,
city in
boy,
Texas.
you's a dummy. I gotta get off here. I'm not even about to play around with you, man.
I'm just saying.
We definitely gonna get on Gabrielle next week, and I don't mean get on her like that, but we gonna definitely get on that. But yes, it was a dope fight week this past week. Um, he said, "Don't tell me." Eric Jordan
Yeah,
stupid.
that's what that's. She, it ain't too much further she can go. And next move she makes, she gonna be in Mexico.
Yeah, unless she trying to go there.
They just left Mexico to come here, and you trying to go back?
Yeah, gotta go back. Eric Jordan, what's up, my guy? Get that coffee mug back from your father, man. Tell him I sent him one. Um, yeah, man. I don't know. We have to wait to see how all this plays out, man. It's gonna be. This was a great past fight week, and this month is gonna be very, very, very interesting this month. And we also got a bout on the 14th, the 21st. Um, Forgot who's going on the 21st. But we have an interesting month this month, so we have to wait and just sit back and just enjoy this boxing, man. But I'm gonna get off here, y'all, because I gotta bust a 3:30 move. So I gotta get myself together for you. I appreciate your
Damn!
time.
I ain't seen that
Huh?
shit in a minute. This dude came out of the car with an Echo jacket. I ain't seen a goddamn Echo jacket in a minute.
Okay, my dad might rob me for that one too. Oh no. Oh no. Nah, your pop's gonna get you for all the coffee mugs I send you. Jesus. He didn't take your shirt, did he? He didn't take your shirt, did he? I'm running out of shirts, man. All right, well, I'll see what I can do. It should be back up soon. I'll see what I can do. I'm gonna get out of here free. I appreciate the time. I really got to bust this move with Mrs. Duck. Tomorrow I'll be back in the full effect. Probably not tomorrow morning, but tomorrow afternoon. I got to bust some moves tomorrow afternoon. I mean tomorrow morning. So I'll catch y'all tomorrow afternoon. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Let's get the subscribers up to 900. I'm at 862. I appreciate y'all. Uh, no, because it wasn't his size. Good, good, good. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. Let's get them up to 900. Appreciate y'all. Be safe. Make sure y'all protect y'all peace, space, surroundings. Y'all know what it is. It's the No Dunk Zone podcast. Let's go.